Colonel Smith, I am your new Equal Opportunity Advisor. Thank you for taking some time to speak with me today about your Equal Opportunity Program. I'd like to share with you my roles and responsibilities and get your guidance on how I can best support your goals and objectives.
Great. Before we begin, why don't you tell me a little bit about yourself?
Well, sir, I've served for 15 years. I have held various leadership positions and attended many professional development schools. I'm a recent graduate of the Defense Equal Opportunity Management Institute. I learned about various human relations topics that can impact your command climate. I've also received training in alternative dispute resolution techniques.
Well, I'm glad you're on board then.
Thank you, sir.
I'm sure you prepared a brief.
I have, sir.
Well then, the floor is yours.
As your newly assigned EOA, I felt it was important to discuss the EO program and how it can assist you in meeting all requirements while ensuring the organization maintains a healthy command climate. I'll also be discussing the EO program objectives and how they support the unit's mission, my duties and responsibilities, and current EO-related trends and complaint procedures. Before we wrap up, I would also like to get any guidance you may have for me.
As you saw, Master Sergeant Parker presented herself in a relaxed and professional manner, earning Colonel Smith's trust as his command's Equal Opportunity Advisor. Master Sergeant Parker provided an outline to keep the meeting on track and ensure the material is presented in a logical and timely manner. With an outline clearly established, Master Sergeant Parker is now prepared to deliver the key discussion points. Let's continue with the body of the briefing.
Sir, as you are aware, the objective of the EO program is to ensure fair treatment for all individuals and enhance mission effectiveness by working to eliminate every form of unlawful discrimination or harassment. It also exists to foster a positive human relations climate.
Yeah, it's interesting that you mentioned that. There was a climate challenge identified in our organization just recently. And I know many climate challenges are identified through the DEOCs, but not this one. Unfortunately, it was identified when one of our missions was delayed. We had someone on the team displaying discriminating behavior. We had to find a couple of replacements and get them qualified at the very last minute. So how do you plan on assisting the organization in your role as an EOA?
Sir, I'll focus primarily on human relations and how it can enhance or detract from this unit's readiness and effectiveness. Through the proper management of human relations, I work to help leaders sustain or improve teamwork, communication, and cooperation throughout the entire organization. I'm here to ensure we are successful in carrying out our mission.
Okay, so how do you propose going about doing this?
I will carry out 5 basic duties in support of leadership. 1. Comprehending and enforcing EO policy and guidance. 2. Provide training and education. 3. Assess command climate and advise on best practices or corrective measures. 4. Manage the command's EO complaints. And finally, I will be maintaining and reporting statistical data.
That sounds good. Can you give me a bit more detail?
Of course, sir. I'll keep you abreast of all higher echelon policies and regulations, including updates that are made, and ensure the information is captured in our unit's directives. I am also able to provide education and training related to various human relations topics such as equal opportunity, bystander intervention, and communicating across differences.
So talk to me about command climate assessments.
Well, sir, I'm trained to assist commanders in administering and analyzing climate assessments. I'm also capable of providing recommended courses of action based on findings. Climate assessments consist of the DEOCs, focus groups and interviews, observations, and a review of the unit's records and reports. All climate assessments are different and may not require all of these steps. The DEOCs will indicate what issues we need to explore so that we will know what steps will be required.
Okay. So had the discriminatory behaviors been identified early on, let's say through an observation, then perhaps the mission I spoke about earlier wouldn't have been delayed.
Correct, sir. That's why I'm here. I will be your eyes and ears and provide regular updates. I'll routinely take a pulse of the organization through observations, or out and abouts, as we EOAs like to call them. Routinely using observations or organizational climate tools other than the survey will allow me to address issues as they arise or bring them to leadership's attention, if needed, before they disrupt the mission.
Well, I can definitely see the benefit in that. And please feel free to provide me with updates as you see fit.
Thank you, sir. This brings me to my next point of discussion, unit installation and off-base EO trends. I've taken the time to review the unit's last climate assessment findings. I've also coordinated with my predecessor as well as other local EOAs to gain an understanding of the climate in which our service members work and live. Lastly, I looked at the unit's trend data. There weren't any significant challenges that needed to be brought to your attention as of now.
That's good news. Your predecessor did a great job of keeping me informed, and I expect you will do the same.
Sir, the last thing I'd like to discuss is complaint procedures. As you're aware, all service members are afforded equal opportunity in an environment free from harassment and unlawful discrimination. Individuals who feel they've been harassed or discriminated against have two ways to address these type of concerns: the informal and formal complaint processes. I'm here to assist with those procedures should the need arise.
It all sounds great.
Do you have any questions for me, sir? Any kind of input you can provide on how you expect me to assist you with the EO program would be appreciated.
I do have a question. How do you plan on implementing the things we have discussed? What's the plan for making this all work?
Yes, sir. First things first. I will be visible and accessible, ensuring that leadership at all levels is involved. Second, I will perform my duties to the best of my abilities and provide my expertise to you as well as the entire unit.
Okay, it sounds like you've covered all the bases. I have no input for you right now. I'd like for you to keep me updated on your progress and let me know what you need from me.
Thank you, sir. I will. I look forward to supporting you and the organization.